Hey guys, good morning. This is Jen Mack from the Enrichment Academy, where I bring people, women, together, develop communities of support so they can increase and improve their lives in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and spirituality. And I'm here at Jovia, standing out on this pretty sharp decline and overlooking the Boardman. And I don't know if you can see that. Look at how beautifully calm that is. And it's not raining currently. It's possible it might rain. Anyway, I didn't come here to talk to you about the weather, but something's been on my mind since being here, and it's the shift that I'm going through that's challenging. And even though it's been somewhat exciting, it's been emotionally challenging for me. And in what ways? It is forcing me to expand. I'm going to open up my life to you on this journey with Jovia as you experience things that I'm offering, things that I've gone through, part of my story, as well as what's going on here in this new wellness business that's coming to Traverse City. But I will say that it's been an interesting ride for me because it's been so emotional, and emotional good. Here's this thing that I've been waiting for that's standing right in front of me, but I'm noticing some things that are happening, and one of those things is self-sabotage. I am finding that I'm looking more for external support and external cues that I'm doing something good or I'm offering something great to Jovia. And I have to say that I did a meditation this morning. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have meditations here where I lead people, whoever, to come in and do a meditation where I kind of introduce what meditation is a little bit. It's only 30 minutes, and then do a visual walkthrough to help you kind of get connected and understand and really feel the results of meditating. And when I don't have anybody in class, then I do my own meditation and focus on my own journey of what I'm doing and where I'm going and what new emotions I want to experience. So those are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 and noon so far today until probably school starts. Those times might change. So if this is an older video, make sure you check the times first before you show up. Anyway, so my meditation, because I've been feeling so emotional lately, and really what's happening is that I'm elevating. And not only is my life here, my purpose here is to go through my own story, find those tools, practice those tools, hone those skills, and then bring those to you and help you to elevate your life in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and spirituality. But don't ever think that I stand here before you in this perfection. I'm perfect in where I'm at as you're perfect where you are, but I am by no means without problems or my own suffering or even in this case, my own self-sabotage. So in this meditation, what I'm wanting to bring to myself more, the emotion that I want to feel, is joy and happiness and fulfillment. But there was something that was missing from where I was in this other job I had, that I felt confident and I felt appreciated. Where I'm here, it's different. I'm waiting and looking for this external feedback that I'm not getting, and it's making me feel low, not wanted, not worthy, right? Not enough. And I'm realizing that that's coming from me. All of those external experiences are not from the external. It happens inside first, in your thinking and in your emotion, and then it shows up energetically out in front of you. And it's a real bitch that happens. I 100% agree with that. That means that we are in this position where we have to take responsibility for our own life. Now, that doesn't mean that we force things to happen, but it means we take responsibility for what's getting in here. So you take a day like today where the sun is not shining and the skies are gray, and you can look at it several different ways, right? You can say, well, it's crappy because, it's going to rain any minute. Or you can say, look at how beautiful the lake is. Look at that. Look at it's like glass. So, and it's cool, meaning, the temperature. But my point is, you can take this thing and you can look at it so many different ways. And so I'm here and I'm not getting feedback from the people I'm working with. And then my thought is, it's because I'm not giving myself the feedback. So I have 3 things to share with you today of value, things that you can look at things a new way and be able to take something from it. And the very first thing is, you don't need somebody else's permission to be great. You need your own permission. You have to give yourself permission to achieve greatness in your relationships, greatness in your job, greatness in your family, as a parent, as a husband, a boyfriend, a wife, a girlfriend. You don't need someone else's permission to do that. You don't need someone else's permission to feel joy in your life. If you want to feel joy, then choose joy and do things that feel more joyful. This is your life. You are the leader in your life. You decide when it gets in here, what do you do with it? And how do you express it? So lately I've been quite attracted to trees. I've got my new tattoo and I'm standing out here and there's woods and trees in front of me and there's obviously some trees behind me, and I'm very attracted to trees. When my paintings get here, I'm going to show you, I ordered this tree painting. I want to show it to you. But I just kind of came up with a quote the other day regarding trees. And it's like, if you think of a tree, you think the trees are only as good and they get their nourishment from inside the earth, from their roots. They bring up the nourishment and then it shows their nourishment on the outside from what we see. So that means that came to me as a message that trees are only as good as their nourishment from the inside. And so I'm only as good as my nourishment on the inside. If I walk around with my head hanging low and a grump on my face and I'm pissed off and complaining about the world, my demeanor looks terrible. My posture, my face, my energy, it looks bad, right? So I have to give nourishment to my soul and my spirit and this energy that resides within me. I have to nourish it. How do I do that? This brings me to the second point. After you give yourself permission for greatness, you have to consistently build that relationship on the inside. Meditation, getting outside in nature, finding those things that feel so great to you, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, and do that. And then when you're in that moment, is be grateful for it. Grateful for the freedom, grateful for the air, grateful for this camping trip, grateful for this swim in the lake, grateful for this walk with my girlfriend, grateful for playing with my puppies. Whatever the thing is for you, go do it and do it often. But in that moment, be present. Enjoy the moment. Be in joy, right? That's what we want to do. We want more joy. We want more happiness. No matter what it is that you want out in this world, a new car, a new house, a new boyfriend, a bigger closet, more shoes, whatever, the only reason you want it is because you think it'll make you happy in the having of it. Well, I say be happy now. Allow those things to come into your life easily by choosing joy. So it was 2010, when Bob moved into my life and moved into my house. It was only supposed to be temporary. But when he moved in, the kid was amazing. And I learned so much from him. And he came in like this whirlwind of a kid, this teenager with this huge duffel bag. And he walks right in past me and down the hallway. And he's like, "Where do I sleep?" And he was in foster care. And he'd been in several foster care homes. And so the routine was just another foster care. But for me, I wanted to put down this foundation of love and support and respect for this young man as a 15-year-old. Never met him before, and he walked right by me like I was nobody. But I became somebody. I talked with him. I gave him eye contact. I spent time with him. I looked at him, I listened to him, I asked him to help with things versus telling him. I became his mentor and a role model, and he taught me things in return. And then the day came that I adopted him. And today, he's a handsome, healthy, on a road to success, wonderful young man. He'll be 24 next month. And I couldn't ask for a better son. But I didn't need somebody else's permission to be his mom. I needed my own permission. And I needed to get in touch with myself and my heart of how I wanted this relationship to go with him. And the last thing of the 3 things to be great is vision. You have to know where you're going. You have to be able to, instead of being here, you have to visualize here. What would it be like if I had all these things, if I was this person? If I gave myself permission and I got connected, what would that vision look like? You don't get in a car and just drive. Sometimes you do. You got to know where you're going. I have classes that are coming up, and one of them is called Life Quest, and we touch base on all of that. I put out the tools. It is up to you to grab them. It's a huge, huge perspective shift in how you handle yourself, how you handle your emotions, your thinking, the people around you, and you start to learn that what happens inside is what's going to show up outside. So I'm at Jovia now, and check it out, joviawellness.com. I have meditation classes. I've got Introductory to Meditation, Meditation 101 and 102. I've got Life Quest, which is coming up in early September. And I've got the 6 Dimensions to Happiness, which is a kick-ass class. I think that one's going to come out in January. So I'm here to share my story with you, to open myself up from my life and to give you a sneak peek of what it is that I've done, how I got to where I am today, and the tools that I'm using. But by no means am I done learning and growing. And I want to take you on this journey. So check it out. Like the page, Jovia Wellness, on Facebook if you haven't done that already. Reach out to me. I'm in the closed group, the Enrichment Academy. You can find me. Answer a couple of questions, and I'll welcome you in there. I put videos in there all the time. So I'd love to have you in there. Please enjoy this day. And remember, whatever emotion you want to bring in, just breathe it in. You don't need my permission. Just go do it. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.